What's up, Pleeka, and welcome back to another Leftovers recap. Today we're talking about Leftovers episode 4, Good Day Australia. I'm Jerome.
And I'm Nick.
And this is the only show I think that you could have a theory the previous episode and be right and be wrong the following week.
You're talking about Evie being...
Yeah, because like we saw the trailer last week and I was like, oh, I bet it's Evie there.
Oh, yeah,
it kind of seemed like it.
Yeah.
And then we saw the previously on this episode, and I was like, oh, well, they're showing Evie dying, and they keep showing stuff, and they're like, is my daughter dead? I'm like, okay, well, it's clearly her, but, like, is it really her, or, like, because you never know with the show?
No, yeah, the whole time I was thinking that, like, maybe it was someone who just looked like her.
Mm-hmm.
I never thought that he would not be seeing her.
Yeah, me either.
I mean, he was seeing her, but it wasn't real.
Yeah.
And when I just didn't see it. So it makes you wonder, I don't know. Like, I still think his previous stuff happened, but Christ.
Yeah, well, because, like, it makes you wonder if he's more like his... Because, like, before you thought, oh, he's like his dad, but his stuff is real. But now it makes you wonder if a lot more of it is bullshit than we were led on to believe.
Yeah, but we do see it from, like, their perspective.
Some of it though, a lot like going to the hotel. A lot of all that shit was only through him that we saw that from.
Well, that's what I mean. That's like, oh, that's what he sees, and the dad, he's stopping the flood because that's what he sees. But like, we don't get to see what the other people see usually.
Yeah,
you know. But and then it just makes you wonder what in the past was real, what isn't real. But then yet it still makes you. This show's really good about trying to see what's going to happen next. Because, I mean, who the fuck knows what's going to happen next?
Yeah.
But, like, I want to know, you know? I can't wait for the next episode. It is good. That's for damn sure. You know, but, like, I don't think him and Nora are going to be together anymore. Do you?
Obviously, no. I don't think it's, like, it was any question after this episode.
Oh.
Especially because we saw her future self or her future self, and then how he left her there. I don't think I never questioned. I was like, oh, I guess they're done.
Well, her
like, it surprised the hell out of me, but I didn't think it was any question other they were gonna get back together.
I guess everything's a question in this show, though. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't. After all that,
like her brother's coming, her fucking
but her brother's coming for him, not for her.
No, I know, but they still is a brother.
Yeah,
you know,
he's definitely the type of person though that would be like, fuck her. This is the new Christ. We're with him.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So,
and then,
and does the brother even know that he's there or that she's there? Because at least from the trailer, it seemed like he's only after Kevin, and everybody else there seemed to only be worried about Kevin. Like, do they?
Yeah, because I think they all know that he went with her. I think. You know, that's the reason he went was because of her.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
You know,
well, at least his wife knows that, but I'm sure that she's probably the one that told Matt that and that why he went, or even I guess even Kevin's dad could have possibly told Matt, even though they argued last time, they could still get in contact.
Yeah.
So what do you think is gonna happen with Kevin and Kevin Sr. and that old lady? Do you think she's gonna? I don't think she's gonna kill him because he's not gonna like. She knows it's the right Kevin this time.
Right.
But it'll be interesting what they do.
Yeah, well,
especially because it looks like Sarah kind of becomes one of those, or Nora becomes one of those people in the future. Is at least what it looked like.
Yeah, which all that lady is just a sad lady with a bunch of bad shit that happened to her.
Yeah, I mean, and they are making,
and that's exactly what Nora is.
And like, it's interesting because like they're taking him to her place. Her place is where they're building the ark.
Yeah,
and like that one guy this episode, he at the airport, he was saying he had to go somewhere because of the apocalypse. Like,
yeah, I'm sure shit's gonna hit the fan like totally, but like, it's interesting like, because he couldn't die in Miracle or whatever. But
yeah,
like,
well, supposedly, yeah.
Yeah, so can he die in Australia?
I don't know.
You know, that's
well, because like it's not like weird shit didn't happen to him in the other place. I mean,
well,
he never had his life at stake, but
yeah, I mean, he wasn't putting bags over his head either. Yeah, so like,
I don't know. Do you think when the show ends, it'll be the apocalypse, or do you think it's gonna be like, oh shit, he was just crazy the whole time? This is a show about how a guy with like mental issues.
I swear to God, don't know. Like, I kind of...
It could really go either way.
I'm kind of 50-50 on it.
I would honestly, though, be disappointed if this is all just like a mental illness and he is crazy. I mean, obviously, people really did disappear and shit like that.
Yeah.
But like, if the show ended with just him being crazy, I'd still love the show, but I'd be a little disappointed.
And if you think about it, I don't think that's really going to happen because unless all these other people are just feeding in on it.
Well, because it seems like they're all doing it because, like, oh, it's the 7th anniversary. It seems like some religious thing.
Yeah.
Why they think that? Which a lot of things happen like that all the time. I mean, people thought 2012 was going to be the end of the world. Like, and people are wrong like that all the time.
No, yeah, but I meant his family, like his wife and like her new husband. They're feeding into his craziness if he is indeed in fact crazy.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I think
a crazy person
I think the
is
husband,
Jesus.
his wife's husband, the guy that shot him last season, can't think of his name.
Yeah, I forget. His name.
I think he really thinks he's God or whatever, like how Matt does. I think the wife, just like this episode, knows he's crazy, but like she said, you don't tell a person who's going through a mental breakdown they're going through a mental breakdown.
Which she did last episode.
She did it in a therapist way though. Like she took care of him.
Well, yeah.
So I think she's going along because she wants to help Kevin. They're going because they're like, oh, he's our Lord and Savior.
So you don't think? Well, I mean, it's not like.
Did we see his son on the boat?
I didn't see him. Tommy?
If I did, I'll put a picture. I'll go through the trailer. I don't know if we saw him on that. I don't think we did.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like it'd be kind.
I would be surprised.
It'd be kind of bad if you think about it because he's the sheriff and he's in Australia. And then if they take everybody else and go to Australia, and even the other police officer dude, there won't be anybody left to protect. So it makes sense for him to stay.
It's such a chaotic world that like someone needs to be back there and be in charge.
Yeah, because if they all leave, chances are they get back to town and be burned down.
Well, and she brought that up too. She's like, it's.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think of it either. I mean, so did you think they were gonna let Nora like shoot off to her?
Once they asked that question, I was like, oh, she's gonna fail. The second they asked her that question, didn't she answer the opposite of what that guy did that burned himself in front of Kevin Sr.?
I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure that guy said that he wouldn't, and he's like, oh, because remember that he asked Kevin, and he's like, no.
Yeah, no,
and he's like, oh yeah, I did he say I wish I would have answered that, or I would have answered the opposite?
I think he said he answered the same.
And she said,
and then he still burned himself.
Yeah, and she said she would, but it seemed like they turned them both down. So like,
and didn't you feel like she was lying
when she said she killed the kid?
Yeah.
No, I think if they would have said it's your set of twins, she wouldn't have done it.
Oh, really?
But since it's someone else's kid and she gets to cure, I think she was like, yeah, I think she.
See, I felt like she was trying to figure them out, so she was trying to give them the answer that they wanted, and that she didn't really believe that because she's so, like, still wanting her kids back. Which I guess she did say it wasn't her kids, but like, I guess I'm kind of wondering what the point of the question is. Is it just that all lives matter, no matter like if it's. You shouldn't kill someone to save people? Like, is that...
Yeah, I don't know. I definitely thought it was interesting, though, that they turned her down, because I could have sworn that guy that got turned down...
But didn't he just say he worked for them, or did he say that he got...
Well, I'm assuming if he got asked the question, he was getting ready to go do that machine.
Well, that's true.
So
do you think we'll find out who that guy was?
Maybe. Like, it's possible. I got a feeling
What did you say when he burned himself?
Yeah, burnt. But
never gets old.
When we saw that with her, I was like, oh, they're totally gonna turn her down. She's gonna be so upset. And then I totally didn't expect her to go home and them to have a huge fight and him to burn the Bible, which I was really hoping when he started lighting a fire that like
it wouldn't burn.
In the middle of the argument, he's like, yeah, I'm not fucking Jesus, and lights it on fire. Then nothing happens. I was like hoping that would happen, but of course it just
like
burns.
Keeps flicking the lighter.
But so then it burns. They get in an argument. He goes down to the hotel and tells the guy he wants a taxi. And the guy says something about an explosion.
Yeah.
So what? And I'm assuming it happened at the airport or something because all airplanes or all flights are canceled.
Yeah.
So what the fuck exploded? Do you think it has to do with next episode, them on that boat?
Oh, maybe.
And because it seems like when they do episodes about certain people, it's all happening
at the same time.
Like last episode and this episode probably happened at the same time, and then they met at that hotel. So do you think that boat's happening while he's there? Like, while he was going around finding Evie there on a boat?
No, well,
I guess maybe not because he called his wife, yeah.
Well, and if that's probably why they're on a boat.
Yeah.
Is because of the explosion. Well, who knows what the explosion is.
I guess that's true, yeah, so there goes that.
Do you think, for some reason, remember the guy in the beginning that had the life vest or something, and then like they wouldn't let him through.
Oh yeah,
You
yeah.
talked about him briefly.
Yeah.
For some reason, he's the first thing that popped in my mind when they said explosion. I don't know why. Like,
I mean, he didn't make it to Australia though, so.
Well, he was there,
but he was at the airport trying to go to Australia. But he was going to Alaska, I think he said, or Antarctica, something like that.
But he was. I mean, they were in Australia. He just wasn't.
Oh, they were. I thought. Yeah. I thought. No, because weren't they getting ready to go on the flight? Because he told her that.
Yeah, but they don't check you. They don't. I mean, I guess they do check.
They would check you on the way going onto the plane, not the way leaving the plane.
Yeah, but they were looking for that money. The money was to
money because she couldn't fly this, so she got past all like the checking stuff, took off the money, put it in her bag, and then they went on the flight. So that guy wouldn't have been in Australia.
Oh, okay. I guess you're right. I was thinking they were already there.
No,
when that guy was there.
Because I'm pretty sure they showed them on the plane, getting on it, but I don't remember.
Maybe.
But yeah, because you don't when you leave a plane, you wouldn't get like.
Well, you would now.
Well, yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
I guess too, if you're going into a different country, you probably would too.
Yeah, you gotta go through customs and shit. That's what.
But the guy was getting ready to go on a different flight, so I think they were all just going through check, and he was going to go to his.
See, I thought
flight.
They were there, and then like he wanted to keep going, but like, so they'd already done the shit. Because they don't care what you like if you bring money to an like we don't care if you bring money, but Australia will care if you bring too much. I don't know. I guess it doesn't matter. But like I did for some reason they said explosion. I'm like, oh, did that guy do something? But like it's probably got nothing to do with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think it does because I don't think they were in Australia yet at that point.
Yeah, was the explosion there though?
I would assume so. If it's canceling flights in Australia, I would assume it's in Australia.
I was just kind of thinking it would cancel a flight everywhere. Kind of like how like September 11th there was no planes. You know?
I don't know. I mean, they definitely have to say because they just kind of threw that out of nowhere. They'll have to tell us what happened. It probably won't.
I'm sure that
probably won't be next episode unless that is for sure the reason why they went on a boat.
Yeah, I bet they'll tell us next episode. They're getting pretty good at actually telling us some stuff.
But yeah, I thought this was a really good episode so far. I think this is a good season. I'm really enjoying it. I'm actually kind of disappointed this is the last season because this is one of my favorite HBO shows. I would like it to continue.
Yeah, it's definitely nuts. Like crazy.
It's crazy, but it's like so interesting crazy because it's like it's like almost normal crazy, like stuff that actually could happen in this situation. You know what I mean? Like like a guy hallucinating that girl and he's going after all. It's weird. Then he realizes that wasn't real.
Yeah.
Like
no, I know what you're saying, but like it's and you throw in you got crazy and you got like people freaking out because they think it's religious stuff, and it'll be interesting to see at the end how much of the religious stuff is like real and how much of it is just made up from people.
Yeah. I definitely think the finale will be like the most interesting episode to watch, which is probably a given, but like I feel like it'll also disappoint a lot of people probably.
The big thing will be will it answer all the questions. There's a lot of
it probably won't answer everything, but I bet because it's HBO, because they've even made him rewrite a lot of stuff in the first season to answer questions.
Yeah.
Because like how Chris told us, he originally didn't want to answer everything. He wanted it to be kind of open.
Well, I remember them saying that when it first came out.
Yeah, and then HBO was like, no, you got to rewrite some of this.
They're like, you might not even find out why they disappeared. And I was like,
yeah.
Well,
do you think we'll find out by the end why everybody disappeared? Because that's kind of that was the original point of the show, is like everybody disappeared. What happened?
Yeah, now it's people dealing with the disappearance.
Yeah. So do you think we'll get to that, or do you think
I hope.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I still wonder why they disappeared.
I thought about
it's still the whole point, though. You know, and like, where do you think when Nora wants to get zapped into? Where do you think she was going? I like that one doctor that's like, I'm not going there. What's the chances?
We don't. There's probably 1,000 people or millions of people up in space just floating around.
Yeah,
I think that's what I told you. I might have said this on this video. Like, how do we know where they're getting zapped? If they're not getting zapped to a different part of the planet or different. Like, what if they're getting zapped to Mars and they become Matt Damon? Like, who knows what's gonna happen?
Yeah, I mean that's. Yeah, there's no way I'm doing that. Fuck that.
So do you have any theories on what's gonna happen next episode?
Did you see the title of it?
No, what is it?
It's a Matt world or something.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah, so it's a takeoff of an old movie, but like, you know, he is pretty crazy too.
Yeah, he's one of my favorite characters. I really like him. Just because how crazy he is, and like, he's so crazy, and then it seems like things work out and kind of are true what he's saying.
Usually, yeah.
which also partly makes me think that Kevin might be Jesus or something like that, because he's seeing it and he's making the book. Like, he's putting so much of his effort into that.
Yeah.
Just like he put so much of his effort into, he's like, oh no, my wife's not dying. My wife's going to come back to life, blah, blah, blah. And then she did, and you're like, oh shit, he's not a lunatic.
Right.
So that's what makes me think.
And I believed him the whole time, but...
See, you do, and then you're like, oh, well, you know, this happened to him. He's crazy. And then all of a sudden, like, something, like, little things happen. So,
and
like,
then the bitch just left.
That's what I thought. I was like, this motherfucker dedicated his whole... You're in a wheelchair, all this shit. He's putting you in bed. You can't move. And then the second you can move...
She gets a little jealous because now he's in love with Kevin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't... Yeah.
She's a bit of a bitch.
She's a bit of a bitch.
I'm looking forward to the next episode. I think it's going to be crazy because it seems like it's a Matt-centric episode, so I don't know how
it seems
that
to get
could be crazy.
Too, when Kevin Sr.'s around.
Yeah.
Like, he'll drop a couple fucks out of the blue that don't mean anything and, like, just, like, make it
So do you think
weird.
We'll see him next episode, or do you think they're saving that because that's part of the finale with...
Yeah, shit, we might not see him.
Yeah, we're halfway through, so they got to kind of start getting us to... everybody together.
At least they're getting in the same spot.
Like, they did answer another one of your questions. I think it was like episode 2 or maybe 1. You asked me if I thought everybody would go to Australia or if it would just focus on Kevin and them in Australia.
Yeah.
I mean, now everybody is going to Australia except for probably his son.
I thought everyone would.
I wasn't sure if everyone would. Especially when just him and Nora flew there. I was like, oh, maybe it'd just be him, Nora, and his dad in Australia. And then we might get glimpses of people writing the Bible
right.
in Miracle.
Yeah, I thought the whole time that everyone would follow just because that he seems to be the center of attention and like, everyone kind of, you know, which is another reason why I don't think he's totally crazy.
Yeah.
Because, but who fucking knows?
Yeah, I don't know. I think this is probably my favorite HBO show. At least that's been out in a while.
It's definitely not my favorite, but like I like it a lot.
Do you think in the end it'll come out that it's in the same universe as Young Pope?
Who cares?
Well, because they're both religious shows.
No, that's a stretch.
Yeah, that'd be real stupid. I still hated Young Pope so
What
much.
if at the end the rest of them disappear and there's like no one there and it's just playing some weird theme song?
Kevin's the last man on Earth.
And then it's just like that Fox show.
Oh my god. Except probably better.
No, that show's supposed to be pretty good, actually.
I can't imagine.
It's supposed to be.
But I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah.
But yeah, so thanks for watching, Pleekers. Comment down below what the hell you think's going on with Leftovers and how excited you are for the show to be over. We're halfway through the final season of Leftovers. And I do want to shout out here, if you want to see how I got my arm all messed up, I'm going to link in the end card here the 4 from Mafia video that we filmed just yesterday. It came out this morning, so if you want to watch that, go check that out on 4 from Mafia. And we'll be back next week with another Leftovers recap.